This video is brought to you by Straight Goods News, Canada's alternative online news source. Visit Straightgoods.ca.
We are saying very loudly, the Charters of Rights give the rights of people to be in the union, negotiate a contract. This is not a sin. This is not a shame to be in the union, to have people representing an organization, representing the working people. I mean, business have their Chamber of Commerce. This is not a sin. This is right to have it. They have their right to have their representative. Same thing as worker. And I'm not going to apologize to fight in the House of Commons for democracy and the rights of rights of people to be protected. And that's what we have done last time. But the Stephen Harper's government has shown again their side. They're there to represent big business, don't matter what. And the message that they send to the business is that you do what you want. If you want to go and break collective agreement, take concession, take their pension away, we'll be there to legislate back the people to work. And this is not the country that we want to live in. We want people to have good benefits, have pension plan, and be able to do the right thing, to be able to share our wealth, and they're stopping this to happen. And the people at Air Canada, they do a good job. I mean, the working people there do a good job. They deserve the right thing to be done. I mean, Air Canada, if we look at it, we look at Robert Milton when he left Air Canada during the recession of the people, when they took cuts and everything and no increase of wages since 2003. He walked away with $80 million. And here the government supporting that, not telling Air Canada, go negotiate your collective agreement. We have right, workers have right in this country, and we're not going to pick side, and we're going to honor their right.
Et honteux. I truly believe that we don't have anymore any Minister of Labor in this country. And the fact is that the bargaining power, the right to bargain is a part of our democracy. It's part of our definition of our democracy. And to see the way that they put up that back-to-work legislation was totally disgusting yesterday. I mean, we understand that in the private sector, like in the public sector, that you have some negotiation that could go on. But to first of all say, okay, there's a lockout. You go through the Council of le Conseil des Relations de Travail, and then they say they're not even waiting for the answer from that council, and then they say, okay, we will have a back-to-work legislation. It's totally disgraceful. Not only it's bad for the right of workers, but it also weakened the institution itself. We need to have a country that a citizen is a first-class citizen. It's not because you're a worker that you're not a first-class citizen. And yesterday, again, we had a government who was playing divided to conquer, talking about economy, saying that it would be a disaster in the economy. And we all know that it is not a matter of economy, it's a matter of rights. So they have to get their act together, and you will have the Liberal Party of Canada on your side.
We're not going to recommend to our members to break the law. At this moment, we are a national union, so we're going to reconvene in committee in the next few days, and we're going to decide on the strategy for the next few in the future. But there's probably a strategy that we can adopt. We can know what is it going to be. But one thing that I have to make clear to everyone, it is very easy to pass a law like this and saying to the people, go back to work, to the workers, go back to work. But our workers, an unhappy workers is not a very good worker, sir, for sure. The arbitrator right now, he's having a mandate, okay, that he can decide if, because of the economy and the other carriers, if they're making less money, he will have the right to say, what the company have already proposed, it's too much, maybe he can reduce it, but we don't have the right to ask him to go higher from the one that the tentative of agreement we had tried before. So they have the right to lower it, but we don't have the right to uplift it. I'm sorry about that. I don't think I cannot be on. I have no faith for now.
To your members when every time you start to fight for them, the government steps in with back-to-work legislation? I mean, how are you going to continue working and getting things done for them at this point?
Madam, I've been a local lodge president for the last 10 years, okay? I've been there since Air Canada have filed for bankruptcy. Yeah, I remember the day that I was into a conference with my members, and that day somebody told me on my shoulder. He says they just have stopped the stock option at the stock. What does that mean? So I've been through a lot. Let me tell you that these people have been giving concession for the last 10 years. They gave a lot, more than 27% of their salary gross. Okay, they gave a break for the pension at the government OSFI. It's going to be the third break. They're still asking us today 355 million of concession to keep the pension fund for the employees. Where is it going to stop? They gave away, and now the day have come. If you remember, in 2009, we were supposed to be going back at the table. They came with another strategy. Well, we're in deep shit again. Are we going to go there again? I'm sorry. Okay, but it is, exactly.
Get things done if every time you're trying to fight, you just get pushed back and legislated back to work?
Don't worry for me. I'm strong, and I'll do whatever I can, and whatever is possible for me to do to help my members, madam. That's for sure. I've been fighting for them, and I'm still gonna fight. And it is not the end. Let me tell you that, Mr. Harper. Pretty soon, and I'm not putting anything on the table. Pretty soon. I think he's gonna get to know that the workers are a lot of people in this country. Maybe he's there for the next 4 years, but let me tell you that I'm gonna work very hard that he doesn't go back there. That's for sure. And it means a lot of vote in Canada. The workers are a lot of people.
You are going to sit down with your members in a few days to discuss options on where you take it from here. What are your options? Is it work to rule? What other things can you do as a union to express your anger over what's happened here?
Let me tell you one thing. If we tell our people to work to rules, to the exact rule, by the book, like we're saying in our job, the workers will be always stopped. Every 5 minutes at Air Canada, workers would have the right to stop to work because of the rules and things like that. Let me tell you that. If it does happen, if it has to be there, it's probably going to be there.
Do you think you'll do as well for your members at the arbitration as you would at the bargaining table? Is there a chance that you'll get the same benefits or better?
At the arbitration? No way. It's impossible.
Why not?
Well, we need when you are at the table of negotiation, you have a certain power, which was called the strike vote, the strike. Okay, if I send my people to a table where they will be negotiating with an arbitrator, how strong can he be? He doesn't have the tool to work. If without the tools, you can be the carpenter you want. You won't build a building. Let me tell you that.